Hello, everyone, and welcome once again to Geeks of the Round. My name is DeAno Jackson. I am your executive producer. We are, of course, here to talk about the penultimate episode for Season 3 of Game of Thrones. And we have a lot to talk about. So let's just to get to it as quickly as possible, let's go through our introductions. Of course, joining me, as always, our host, Matt Moore. What's going on, man?
Not much. Just hanging out, having fun. Kind of tired because I played a lot of Neverwinter last night.
That's a good reason to be tired. Can't complain about that.
Yeah. Also
joining us, our community moderator, Knuckles Goldberg, a.k.a. David Kude, a.k.a. Weird-Looking Bald Dude. What's going on, man? No, I was like, no, that works for you. It's like, I ain't going to climb you too much. And, of course, it's like our prolific movie reviewer, always posting his movie reviews in the Geeks Around community. You guys should come check him out.
So you don't have to.
That he does. It's like the shit you've had to see. It's been bizarre. Welcome back to the show, Rob.
Thanks.
All right, to be very clear from the outset, we are not talking about the Red Wedding until the end. Just to be very, very clear on.
When can we talk about the White Wedding?
Huh?
That's a terrible joke.
It is a nice day for a white wedding. It really is.
Indeed.
You should have finished that off, Rob, with what a terrific audience.
Yeah, pretty much. So it's like, let's just jump into this. Like, I mean, there were a lot of things that happened in this episode. Normally, we get this party started by talking about what happened at King's Landing, but that's actually the one place we didn't go. It's the only place we didn't go. It's like, and I have to be honest, it's like from the name of the episode, the Rains of Castamere, is like, I know that's, you know, the kind of theme of that's a Lannister song, so I kind of figured we'd be seeing a lot of them, and that we didn't, but we did see quite a few effects from them. But since we are not starting at King's Landing, let's start north of the Wall. Let's get Sam out of the way.
I was gonna say we're not very north of the Wall anymore. I mean, we're pretty much at the Wall.
Yeah.
Well, still technically north of it. It's like, I mean, they see it. It's like, yep, there's the Wall right there.
Woohoo! Yeah, and my TV is north of me right now. That's how far north of the Wall they are. But yeah, it was kind of cool to have the Wildlings and Vol and Bran's crew kind of at the same place and had them interact a little.
Yeah, I thought that was cool. That completely unbeknownst to Jon Snow, him and his brother were fighting together.
Yeah.
It was like, so I was like, I did like that a lot. And in this episode, of course, Jon finally had to reveal his secret identity as a spy for the Night's Watch, when he absolutely refused to either let them kill that old man or do it himself.
You mean his not-so-secret identity?
Yeah,
he completely ditched your grit, too.
Well, I say secret identity in the same way that I mean that Tony Stark's is Iron Man's secret identity. I mean, it's like they're about as much secret, only Jon didn't exactly announce it like Tony Stark did, proving once again that Jon is not a true Stark.
Or how, like, with glasses, he's the wildling Jon Snow, and without glasses, he's the Man of Steel.
Exactly.
And Ygritte's Lois Lane. She doesn't know.
Mm-hmm. But it's like, I did think it was cool. It's like, I mean, even knowing all that, Ygritte still is like fought for him. You know, until he just ditched her, but that is what it is.
Yeah, I think that was a mistake. I think that was stupid of him.
Yeah, it's like, I mean, if anyone you saved, you save her. I mean...
Yeah.
Oh, she looked mad.
Yeah.
Wouldn't you be? Who wouldn't be? It's like, I thought that was fucked up. It's like, I just knew that he was going to go and swoop her onto his horse. You know, one of those big swashbuckling moments. And that didn't happen.
Grab her up and take her on the back of the horse and take it off.
Right.
Yeah. It's like, I thought that would have been pretty cool. So it was like, I mean, he had her fighting with him. Again, unbeknownst to him, he had Bronn fighting with him, who kind of started mentally controlling the dire wolf after doing a very impressive thing and actually making Hodor shut the hell up by taking over him. And it's like, yeah, I think even oh fucking hell, what's his name? Jojen. Yeah, that's it. Even Jojen was shocked at that. It was like, I don't. No one's ever done that before. That's holy shit.
Well, that's just it. Is if it were like a regular person, I could see that being kind of impressive. But this is Hodor. Hodor is a bit simple.
What? Hodor is the most articulate person on this entire show.
Don't forget he has a big dick,
He has all the speech patterns of a Pokemon.
All of a sudden, now I can see Hodor Pokemon names.
Hodor,
I choose you! Somebody watch on YouTube. I need one of you guys to make something like that for me. Just Photoshop it. I don't care what you do.
Hodor has learned a new move.
That would be freaking hilarious. Alright, so it's like this crew of wildlings is dead. And at this point, Osha, or as we're going to call her, Tonks, is like the decision has made that she is going to take off with Bron's brother and just kind of separate because where Bron's decided where he's going is too dangerous.
They actually gave Rakan some lines too. Probably had more lines in this episode than all the other 28 combined.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's like even looking at my notes, I can't remember what his name is. Because I can't find it. Yeah, that's it. Sure, let's go with that.
The little brother.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Rakan.
Rakan.
So, I just call him little brother because he's just kind of always sitting around doing something. It's like he's always there. You just kind of forget that he's there.
When he started getting lines, it was actually shocking.
Yeah. I was like, for a while, I wasn't sure if he could speak. Hodor had more lines than him. How fucked up is that?
Well, we are
crazy when you think about it.
He might have to step up because we are running out of this part of my sentence is censored until the end.
Yeah. Indeed we are. we definitely are. I already know where you're going with that. Let's see. Where do we go next? Not really many options. Yeah. We're gonna have to go across the narrow sea. So we have the final plotting and planning as Daenerys wants to take over the city. Dario, Ser Jorah, and Grey Worm, yeah. Grey Worm are to go into the city through the back door, and of course this is all Dario's idea. And it's like, this time it's like we finally got to see some action. It's like they were out there, they were beating everybody's ass.
Well, they beat up a few guards, and then cut to the next scene. They're like, "We've taken the city."
Okay, first off, I just want to say, isn't Grey Worm like 16?
Yeah.
He kicks like ass.
Oh hell yeah! It's like he was kicking ass with no hesitation or regret. It's like he was smashing motherfuckers with that shield, spearing motherfuckers.
Grey Worm is the guy that looks like Obama, right?
Yeah. Okay, let's go with that.
Very young. I don't know, light-skinned black dude.
Yeah, we'll go with that.
Yeah, and I think it's kind of interesting. It's like how quickly it's like because even Grey Worm, when asked, it's like before they even started going on this plan, was asked very directly by Khaleesi if he trusted Dario. It's like, yeah, I trust him. Is that because you think it's like he's done that great of a job conveying his loyalty, or just because Grey Worm doesn't give a shit because if Dario fucks up, he'll kill him? Which I'm pretty sure he would with very little hesitation or regret.
I think he just thought he was being sincere, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so too. Early dude, it's like so far it's like Dario's he's been a straight up dude.
Well, Jorah was really the only one being suspicious of him.
I don't know, the heads of the other two captains in a bag. That's a pretty strong indicator that perhaps you have their loyalty.
Oh, that's true, but then you have to also look at it as, like, I mean, how fast he turned on them. I mean, it's like, I mean, that is a consideration. It's like, I mean, let's take this to Firefly for a second. It's like, Jane is loyal to the crew to a point. It's like, we saw how fast, it's like, I mean, someone like him was turned when the situation proved to be to his advantage, and he kind of continued doing that. Kind of felt shitty about it, but, and I'm bringing that up because, like, it was kind of the same thing with Daria. It's like, okay, I'm loyal to these guys, I'm loyal to these guys. Oh, wait, here's a bigger, better deal. Yeah, peace. And by peace, I mean I'm cutting off both of your heads and presenting them to her as a gift. So I'm not really sure how peaceful that is, but you get my point. It's like, I mean, even out of his own mouth, when he was introducing himself after he had beheaded these two, it was like he does what he wants to do. So as long as serving under Daenerys is what he wants to do, then I don't think there will be a problem. But if he feels like doing something else, then I think that something else is going to happen, and then everyone else is going to have a problem. Either that or we're going to have Dario flambe for dinner.
I think what Daenerys has to do is avoid having sex with him.
Which ain't looking too likely.
So long as she continues to be unobtainable or a challenge, I think that might be what he's looking for.
But do you think she's interested? It's like, because I saw the look that she gave when she was worried that Dario might have been killed in the attack taking the city, and the look on her face when he moseyed on back in and presented her with that gift.
Mm-hmm.
That's about as close to starry-eyed as I've seen Daenerys look.
Well,
since season 1.
Yeah, since season 1.
No, including that.
I respectfully disagree.
Fair enough.
But yeah, I see what you're saying.
Actually, no, fuck that. Don't you be disagreeing with me, motherfucker!
It's his show, his rules, he has to agree with everything he says.
Yeah, I'm right, goddammit, no. But it's like, I mean, do y'all think there's anything here between the two of them? It's like, I mean...
Oh, there's definitely something.
It's something brewing. It's not there yet, but it's brewing.
Yes, now, how do you feel that Sir Friendzone is going to take that? For those that don't know, we're talking about Ser Jorah.
Sir Friendzone.
Yeah. Ser Jorah been trying to hit that for 3 seasons. This motherfucker got here an episode ago, and he's closer to hitting that than Ser Jorah is.
To be fair, 2 episodes ago.
Excuse the fuck out of me. See, that's what happens when we take a week off. I start forgetting shit.
But I don't know. I think he might defer to the will of his master, as hot as she shall be.
Yeah. I guess we'll have to see how that plays out. It's like, I'm definitely interested. It's like, yeah, 1 episode left, and it's like, and given what we're about to talk about, because yeah, it's about that time. Because honestly, it's like, I mean, a lot happened in each location, but it's like we really didn't go many places this time.
Well, that's because so many characters were close to meeting up.
Yeah, finally.
I guess we can talk about the Hound real quick before we go into the Red Wedding.
Oh yeah, go for it.
Oh no, I was just asking you.
Oh yeah, because it's like that. That's actually where we go. Because I really liked Arya and the Hound together. It's like, I mean, last season I really liked some of the interactions between Arya and Tywin. I thought that was a really good. That was a very interesting pairing. And I think Arya and the Hound beats that.
That is it. Is really, I think that Arya and any big bad major character ends up being a pretty fun to watch.
I think they're just the new unlikely duo now that like Bronn and Tyrion aren't on the road kicking out together.
Yeah, pretty much.
The new odd couple.
Or Jaime and Brienne. Their road trip has ended too.
Well, no. Well, wait. No, aren't they back on the road? They're back on the road.
Oh, yeah, they're back on the road. They left.
That's true.
Yeah.
So it's like I'm sure we'll be seeing some of them next episode, but it's like, yeah, it's like, I mean, until then, this is a pretty suitable replacement. I like how the Hound's about to kill that dude, and Arya's like, no, stop. He's like, it's like, you probably never even met a killer before, and he's all like, and she's yeah, it's like, I know someone, I know a killer. He could kill you just like that. Is that him? No. Good. That's funny.
That was a great little exchange.
Mm-hmm. and then the look he gave her was like, once he's done explaining to her that her kindness will get her killed, and the dude starts rousing out of unconsciousness, and Arya knocks him out again and walks away, and he's looking at her like, I'll be goddamn. It's like just little things like that. It's like, I mean, that really tickled me. And if anything, this episode needed was a little bit of levity, given what happened next. So, yep, okay. All right, now, again, I do own all of the books, but I have not read this yet. I've owned it for a long time. I haven't read it. Episodes like this one make me very happy that I have yet to read this, because like a question for David and Rob: has it driven you crazy this entire season knowing that this was coming?
Oh yeah, I was waiting for it.
Why have you think I haven't joined many episodes lately? It's very hard to talk about stuff knowing that this is coming.
Right.
I mean, it's like just, geez, an event this massive, a massacre on this scale being on the horizon and knowing about it's like, yeah, that's specifically why I didn't read this.
Having to listen to your and Matt's wild speculation the past couple weeks.
And how completely off you both were.
Happen.
Mm-hmm. I was like, yeah, this is a show. I don't expect to get any wild
speculation. And me and David have to sit there and act like they're in the ballpark, like, they're really completely off.
Yeah. I was like, I mean, how am I supposed to wild speculate about that? Okay, I think that during the wedding of Rob's uncle that they're all gonna fucking die because they're all gonna be massacred. Yeah, I'm just throwing that out there.
Well, that is a wild speculation.
It's pretty wild.
See, your speculations are too tame. You're not thinking outside the box.
But, yeah, I guess. I guess for wild speculation at the end of this episode, I'm just going to guess like the entire nation of Westeros is made of one giant dragon and the whole fucking thing wakes up and kills everybody. The end.
Except Arya.
Yeah, except Arya. Yeah, and Arya rides off on the fucking dragon's back with the Hound. Is that wild enough? God damn it.
Nope, now you're getting too wild. Never go full wild.
All right, here, so let's just get into it. It's like, and it's really fucked up because Arya was damn near there.
Yeah.
She's like, what, 100 yards away?
Yeah, and if she would have gotten there,
how lucky was she not to have been there?
Yeah, true.
Well, you know what's fucked up? The safest person for her to be with right now is the Hound.
Agreed. That is honestly the best.
I do have to say something about the book, though. At that sequence of events, they fake you out and make you think Arya is dead.
Do they?
That's the way I've interpreted it.
No.
Yeah, because I'll admit after I watched that episode, I actually did go ahead and read that chapter because I had to know how it played out in the book.
As far as I remember it, that pretty much exactly happened the same way with Arya and the Hound, except I don't think he had to knock her out to take her away.
No, he does. There's a line somewhere about an axe striking her in the head.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah, okay, yeah.
And the way it's written, you're like, wait, so which part? And she doesn't show up for like many chapters later.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
And I was like, oh, thank God she's not dead.
All right, so let's break this down. It's like, I mean, before they get into the twins at the camp, you have Caitlin. Yeah, you have Rob actually asking his mother for her opinion on, you know, exactly how this is going to play out. It's like he's including her in the planning, despite everything else, because, you know, when he hasn't listened to her, it's like bad shit has happened, and he finally realized that and is actually going to her for advice. So it's kind of cool seeing the two of them come together for actually what ended up being one last time.
Okay, here's my thought on the whole idea. Is I'm kicking myself for not realizing that it was going to happen. when they gave us these clues. He basically made peace with his mother. He found out his wife was pregnant with someone who's going to be named, who's probably going to be named after his father. Like, after those two big hints, I should have gone, oh shit, they're all going to die.
Yeah, it's like as far as TV tropes, that does fall in line. And it's like in a normal situation, I probably would have seen it coming too. Maybe.
Well, in the book, I don't think she's pregnant or even at the wedding.
No, correct.
Her character is very minor in the book.
I was just going to say, in the book...
That was something added in the show, yeah.
Right. In the books, she never gets pregnant.
And she's not even at the wedding.
Yeah, and he leaves her at River Run when he goes to the wedding. And I think in the books, it was like, it might have been softly written because she like never comes up again.
Oh, really?
At least not as far as that I've read up in like the middle of book 5. And she wasn't pregnant. And I think they killed her off here to like just kind of make it more impactful.
Well, it works.
Yeah, it would definitely make more sense than it's like, oh, she was around and now she's not. The end.
Right.
Yeah, so at least her being here actually, means something. But it's like the entire plan for this whole thing was in Rob's mind, making peace with Lord Frey, who was like, he was supposed to marry one of Lord Frey's daughters, and he didn't because, have you seen his daughters?
Some of them could look nice if they wore makeup.
Yeah, but none of them was Talisa.
Nice.
Yeah, one of them, yeah, but they weren't Talisa, so I kind of have to, whatever. And so Rob goes in and he makes this apology, which on the surface seemed to have been accepted. And now it's like the plan is for Rob's uncle, Edmure, to go ahead and marry one of his daughters, and the marriage ceremony goes through without a hitch. Celebration begins. Everyone's drinking and happy. Yeah, and then the bedding ceremony, and the wife, his daughter Rosalind's carried off. Edmure goes out, and the banquet hall is closed. Everyone else is chilling, and then the band starts playing the Rains of Castamere. Which, yeah, it's like that.
Caitlin and
that's a Lannister song.
Something's up.
Yeah, it's like as soon as that song, it's like, yeah. The second the notes for that started hitting, I was like, oh shit, this is bad, because I know enough about Game of Thrones to know, yeah, that's a Lannister song. Why are they playing a Lannister song here? No good can come of this.
See, I didn't recognize the song, but I did recognize the when the doors were seemingly locked. I'm like, something's up, and right. We still had like 10 minutes left in the show, so I didn't think anything of it. But I'm like, this doesn't smell right.
Roose basically admitting, "Oh no, I'm not drinking tonight." Was a slight clue too.
He never drinks.
That's true.
Yeah, but he definitely want to be sober for what was to come. Because at this point, all hell breaks loose. It's like all the musicians were actually knights, and they're shooting arrows at everyone. I think, I think Rob got hit with like 2 or 3.
Mm-hmm.
You just completely skipped the brutal stabbing to Talisa.
Yeah,
that's gonna stay with me forever.
Yeah, no kidding. I was messed up. It's like just came up from behind her, stabbed her like 5 times in the stomach. Like, die, you stupid bitch, and your bitch kid. Like, god damn. It's like, now, okay.
Now, what I want to know is, where are you going to find crossbow archers who have cross-trained into music so well that they can perform a professional ensemble? You don't find that shit at medieval times.
Craigslist? Yeah, put out a Craigslist ad. Just, saw who came up.
Need excellent marksman who also plays the violin.
Excellent marksman is like, I mean, you didn't need marksman for that. That was like shooting fish in a barrel, quite literally. It's like, just point the damn thing down there and pull the trigger. You're going to hit someone. It's like everyone down there is a target. Could just like take the arrows out and chuck them down there. Fuck it. I mean, it was brutal. Everyone dies. Just
Even the dire
everyone
wolf.
dies. Yeah, it's like they go outside. They make sure they kill the dire wolf. It's like at the end, it's like the only two people that are left standing are Rob and Caitlin. And poor Caitlin, she's pretty much begging Lord Frey for her son's life. It's like saying, it's like, here, take me. He's like, just let him go. He's my firstborn. Oh, and if you don't, I'm gonna kill your wife. Just saying. I'm gonna fucking slay through.
I knew that wasn't going to be effective. I
mean,
mean,
yeah, of course not. He doesn't give a fuck. I knew that too.
I mean, he had his wife in there in the first place, and that just shows, like, he does not give a fuck.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think he would have cared if Caitlyn had threatened his own life. He probably still would have killed him.
All right, now I have a question for another one for David and Rob, because like I said, after I saw this, I did go through the book and read that chapter, and I know that one major thing they changed here is that in the book it wasn't a wife that she was threatening to kill. It was one of his either sons or grandsons.
Sons, I think. I
think it was a son.
And I think that's just another thing that they changed.
Yeah, I don't remember that part. It's pretty minor. Somebody gets killed. That's all that matters.
Yeah. It's not really important which one of them dies, because he has so many.
Well, I kind of think it is. Like, I mean, because the wife is like, we've seen how he treats women. He doesn't give a flying fuck. I think it would have been more impactful. It's like, okay, you're threatening to kill my son. I'm threatening to kill your son. A son for a son. She even said that in the book. I mean, that's specifically why she chose him. Well, that and, you know, he was there, so that helped.
Yes.
It's like, I mean, for me, it's like, I mean, I felt that would have been more impactful. It's like, I mean, let me put this to you, Matt. So, we both knew going in, it's like, oh, he's got one of his wives. He doesn't give a fuck. If that would have been his son, would you have been more like, this could go either way?
I get what you're saying, but I'm just not sure if his sons are even that important to begin with.
I think if it were one of his older sons, especially if it were his eldest son, I think it would have been much more impactful.
Yeah, I agree with that, because a wife, he wouldn't give a shit. And Caitlin had to have known that he wouldn't give a shit. All the fucks he doesn't give at this point. But it's like, yeah, he tells me, yeah, go ahead, I'll find another wife.
It's like, I'll find another.
Yeah. Just very, very calmly sitting there, you know, in his throne.
And then Roose Bolton comes up and stabs the shit out of Rob.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's like now I
does
see.
Make him look more evil, though.
Yeah,
I'll find another wife.
Mm-hmm. See, David, now I see why you're saying that Roose Bolton was important.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Well, that and another reason that Matt spoiled a couple weeks ago, which I won't repeat on this show.
Oh no, it's like I even not remembering that I can imagine, because I think this pretty much.
I want to know what he spoiled now, because I think I know what it is.
I thought I spoiled it after the show.
No, you did it during.
Oh.
Well, it is
That's
what it
okay.
is now.
The couple of viewers probably won't remember.
Yeah, hopefully. Otherwise, you can send your hate mail. You can go to Matt's profile. You can bitch at him, because I had nothing to do with it.
My profile is under the name Knuckles Goldberg.
Yeah, there you go.
I'm pretty sure our viewers are smarter to be able to read the bars on our fucking screens.
Mine, ironically, is at Matt Moore. That's so funny.
And I'm really DeAno Jackson.
Oh, good God. No, I'm not continuing this inane joke. Just putting that out there.
What a terrific audience.
But, of course, yeah, what we said is like, he didn't really give a fuck. So yeah, Rob dies, and I was like, I'll give it up to Caitlin. Was like, she's a woman of her word. It's like she said she was gonna slit her throat, and she slit her throat, and then she just kind of stood there and accepted her fate. She knows she was fucked.
Yeah,
it's like that's
she
it.
Gets her throat cut.
That's a hell of a way to end the episode right there. Throat
Silence
cut.
in the
She
credits,
drops
too.
silence.
yeah. No,
Nothing.
that was kind of impactful. Is every episode has had a song appropriate to the episode. There was no music at the end of this.
And it's like, and the impact of this has been pretty spectacular. Apparently, it's like, I mean, after this thing ended, the Twitterverse exploded, and everyone was freaking the fuck out. To the point, it's like, I mean, I saw some people talking about, I'm never gonna watch the show again. Fuck all of you. God damn it. I'm like, dude, seriously?
It's not just like the internet. Even like family and friends' reactions have been priceless for me.
Yeah, it's like,
Well, they had like 8 different groups of people, 8 different storylines going at any one time. They had to cut a couple of those groups out. So they cut out the Wildlings, and they cut out Rob Stark and his group.
literally.
Yeah. Now they have less storylines to deal with, and it's easier for the writers. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it.
Yeah, there you go. It's like, I mean, it's just Game of Thrones very often will throw you in directions that because they know what you're expecting, so they just kind of do the opposite.
You're starting to like this character? Ha ha, he's dead.
Well, it's just a matter of playing the expectations. Like you had season 1, the whole story seemed to be centered around Eddard Stark. So yep, kill him. Ha! Didn't see that shit.
Like on Revolution, where the whole show centered around saving someone and then they die.
Like,
if you're worried about spoiling something on Revolution,
nope,
who
he's
cares? Yeah.
Or Sophia on Walking Dead.
And then it's like, okay, well, it's like now what everyone's expecting is like, yeah, the father's dead. Now the eldest son is going to rise to power and take revenge. Nope, he's dead too. Now what? Bet y'all shit didn't see that shit coming. I was like, I know, I sure as hell didn't. It's like, for those
we root for Stannis.
It's like, I mean, I posted my reaction on my Google Plus page. Y'all can look that up, gplus.2/Evo Anubis. It's like, I posted a picture just showing as like my initial reaction. And there's like a whole bunch of fun videos and whatnot showing other people's reactions to the Red Wedding. We, of course, posted that on geeksaround.com. It's just fucking great. Just fucking great. It's like no one other than those that read the books would have possibly seen this coming. And again, very happy I didn't I did not read the books yet, because I would have not have wanted this hanging over my head for this entire fucking season.
You just have to quit doing the whole podcast. Like, I can't do it no more. I can't hold it in.
Yeah, pretty much. It's like I would have to say shit. It's like, I mean, it was annoying enough during The Walking Dead when I just thought that I knew what was going to happen. Because it's like, I mean, they changed so much shit. It's like, they said, fuck it. It's like, yeah, Andrea, let's kill her. Why not? Yeah, Dale too. Yeah, fuck it. God damn it.
Yeah, I really can't wait for to die. I'm waiting for that. I'm looking forward to it so much.
Did you say Voldemort?
No, I said I'm censoring myself.
That's what it sounded like to me. I totally thought you said Voldemort.
Well, one thing I'm kind of pissed that they didn't show on last night's episode, which they might show it on next week. I don't care if this is...
They are. I know they are. They have to.
Really
There's a plot hole if they don't.
What?
The plot hole if they don't.
No.
Think about it.
I'm talking about a specific scene that they cut from...
No, I know what you're talking about, and it's a plot hole if they don't. I'll explain why.
No, just say it. Go with it. For those watching, if you don't want to hear it, just plug your ears for about 3 minutes.
Wait, hold on. Wait, I want to hear Rob. Why is it important?
Think about the very, very end of the 3rd book. What happens at the very, very end. And what you can't do. I'm not going to get through this without just talking to you.
It's like a 480-something page book. There's a lot that happens at the end.
400? No, it's like a 900-page book.
Yeah, 400 is like that gets you to the halfway point.
Yeah, that's where we are now.
Actually, no, it doesn't. That gets you...
But, David, are you talking about what they do at Rob's wolf, right?
What?
You're talking about what they do with his wolf, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm sure they'll do that in the next episode.
All right. Well, I'll save it then for next week.
I read it was filmed, that part, too.
Yeah,
Okay.
I actually do know what you're talking about. That's a very
Then I'm
rare
going to
position
save
for
it for
me.
next week then, if you think it's going to be.
I will explain to you, David, after this.
Okay.
As I said, it's like, all right, so obviously you two are disqualified, but Matt, any wild speculation? We have one more episode left.
Oh,
Hey, I have a wild speculation of some last nudity before we end the season.
Yeah, well, final boobies.
One final hurrah.
Since we cannot go far enough with our wild speculations, apparently, my wild speculation is that Rob Stark and Caitlin Stark are going to stand up and go, ha ha ha, just kidding.
Yeah, that seems
like everybody
likely.
in the room is going to go, ha, surprise, you're on candid camera.
All right, let me see. I'm trying to see how this is going to play out. This pretty much ends the rebellion in the north.
They're not fighting for the throne anymore.
Oh,
What's the
yeah,
name of next week's episode?
that's
I know what it's going to be about. I just wonder if it's in the title.
Misa?
Yeah, I know what it means, and how they're going to end the season.
Yeah, it means mother and what or something.
I
don't know.
actually dislike how they're going to end the season, but we'll get into that next week.
Yeah,
It's something that I
the
just think will be
finale.
more impactful in season 4.
Yeah, but it's like, go ahead.
I was going to ask, how many books are we into? Like,
We're on
is
the
he
third.
gonna be able to
Well,
maintain-
we're in the middle of the third book.
Yeah.
Okay.
Has some things happened that were in the fourth book?
No.
Oh, yeah. All
No.
the Theon stuff is not in the third book. It's just alluded to in other books.
Okay, but because technically, books 3 and 4 happened simultaneously. Yes.
No, books 4 and 5 happen simultaneously.
Ah, okay.
No.
Yeah, there is some stuff from the third book in there, though.
I'm so confused. God. See, it's like I'm almost going to be happy when all this is over and I actually can start reading the books. Because, like, so far I'm not going to.
I know that a lot of books 4 and 5 will be combined into one season. This is something I've been reading.
Mm-hmm. Well, I think they kind of have to out of necessity. I mean, otherwise you just have certain characters just not appear
Right.
for a year.
Right.
And that plan's not going to work, so gonna do what you got to do.
I think 4 and 5 are the ones that just happen at the same time.
Right, that's
And
what
I
I
think
said.
like the end of season 3 and the beginning of the end of book 3 and like part of book 4 are also kind of intertwined.
Well, that's all of them go. Like the beginning of the end of book 2 and the beginning of book 3 kind of
Right.
run at the same time too. Like the stuff with Jamie and Brienne at the end of season 2, that's not even in there until the third book. They just added it at the end of season 2, so it works better chronologically.
Interesting. All right, so overall, hell of an episode. About time things started picking up. It's like, I mean, they're really gonna have to work on pacing issues, I think, for next season. Because now looking back, it's like you can see that they were building up the entire season for this moment. Because just too much nothing was going on. They're gonna have to work on that. But overall, hey, it is what it is. We have exactly one episode left for Game of Thrones Season 3, and we will be back next week, same time, same channel, to talk about it. Until then, my name is DeAno Jackson. You can check out all of our news and all the other bullshit we post up at geeksoftheround.com. If you have anything for us, you can go ahead and email us at geeksoftheround@gmail.com. Feel free also to come join the Geeks of the Round Google Plus community. We're doing it big there. Actually, I think the community is planning on having an Arrested Development discussion a little bit later on tonight. They're really excited about that. You guys can check the details of that in the community itself. And we will see you for the finale next week. Till then, holla.